Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano, and I hope you are buckled up. You might have seen the video last night, but it's still unexplained. So I wanted to give a little more detail to my report that I gave last night, because I think I may have figured out what this might be. Maybe not, but I definitely want to throw in a few more cents into the jar of thoughts and hypotheses. So here we go. I'm just going to get right to it. Play last night's video. And 3, 2, go.
Third phase of moon.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you today. We've received multiple videos from Dubai in regards to something captured over the night skies. We're watching the videos very closely, and you're going to be seeing some of the evidence that's been submitted to us right here at Third Phase of Moon, along with the entire panel giving their opinions and their analysis of the videos. Now, let's get to our first bit of evidence. We're looking at it right now. We've got a lot of videos coming in. Let's just roll it.
Look at that. Seriously, look at that. No, look up into the top. Oh my God. Oh, what is it?
Right here, you can definitely see there's 2 objects in the sky. Okay, so you want to think, well, I see the tops are cut off here. That's interesting. So then I would want to think, okay, well, there's other videos I want to see, but I'm thinking these are something in the sky, either tethered down, these are advertising balloons. Maybe they are UFOs. I really don't know at this point, but why are the tops cut off? I keep thinking to myself in this video. Let's continue.
Right, this is just one of the videos that you're going to be seeing tonight, but it is amazing what's going on. Could this be some kind of elaborate hoax, maybe some kind of stunt in regards to a movie that's being made or something? But right now we're looking at the evidence very closely, and it resembles of what appears to be a double moon in the sky.
It is weird, very strange. I think there's another video coming up. I don't want to see what I have to say because I was in this last night, but let's continue on to the next sighting. I know Doc Skinner said something interesting. Yeah, let's go to him and see what he thinks. This is interesting.
It's an interesting video from Dubai, and what we have here is what looks like multiple sightings from different people of 2 moons in the sky.
Look at that.
What's going?
So this is the second video, and you can see the tops aren't cut off as much.
Oh my God.
What's there?
Oh.
You see? It's like, and there are 2, right? Yeah.
They were cut off there.
Looking at it, the first thought was, okay, it might be a reflection of the windshield, but then they show it through the side windows on the other shot, and then you see, as they're passing the street signs, that these 2 moons are actually going behind the signs. Now, what this could be, Death Star? No, I don't think so. Nibiru? I'm not thinking so. It looks really cool. But I had to pull over so I could do this because it was so amazing. But what I think I'm going to have to say is that it's probably an atmospheric phenomenon. If we look at a couple of videos, you'll see that there is fog. It's like a light mist. And my theory is that this mist cloud that's low is being seen by people as a reflection in the water particles in the sky. Now, I'm not a scientist. I'm not saying this is absolutely correct. This is a theory.
And it is a good theory, as a matter of fact. I don't know, man. It is really, really wild. Yeah, there may be mist in the sky, but is it going to create this illusion, this detailed of an illusion? I'm not quite sure it would. I think this could be some sort of maybe like a holographic projection, maybe it is. Let's go to John D'Souza is a new panel member. He is the X-Files guy. The X-Files was based off of this gentleman's reports, so I think he might have an insight to what this might be. Let's take a listen.
For trickery or fraud, okay, as soon as we come on the scene. Now, what I see here is I see multiple separate independent people reporting from the ground in Dubai who are independent from each other, and they're all reporting phenomena that lines up perfectly with each other. There's no difference in their recordings. They look exactly the same, and it does appear to be a double moon over Dubai. Now, however, they've got this going on, and at the same time, you have to do an examination of their voices, the cadence, the tone, how they talk, how the phenomena is not perfectly framed, like in fake videos, perfectly framed in camera every single time.
Oh my God.
What's there? You see? It's like, and there are two, right?
So there's an authenticity to it. And their voices register surprise, but not overacting.
What's going on?
Pretty good, right? So he's talking about whether these are faked or we're listening to people, their cadence, their voice, their influx, their excitability. How's the camera centered? Is it giving us, like in fake ones, you always see the people zoom in perfectly and then they go out of focus for some reason. It's like, why did you go out of focus? We do see a little bit of that here. This is done very well. After Michael gives his, I want to hear what he has to say, because he gave a really good detailed description. I want to hear what he has to say in this. I'm going to go to a different part of this video for his analysis, not right. Well, he is next. Let's hear what he has to say, and then I'll go finish up with him.
We're Paranormal. What's your thoughts over there, Michael?
Okay, wow. This is incredible and very recent. Right off the bat, I have to say, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Although I've watched many science fiction movies that had a landscape that looks like we might have two moons.
Look at that.
Okay, so these clips that have come in from multiple eyewitnesses in Dubai basically showcase this phenomenon, again, what appears to be two moons. Now, one is smaller than the other, which is interesting, and the larger of the two appears to be more yellow in shade, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't the same entity. Could this be some sort of wild illusion we're looking at? I mean, let's think about this for a moment. Earth is the only planet that has one moon in our entire solar system. So Mars has two moons, Venus and Mercury have none, and then the rest of the planets have a host of multiple moons going up into these double digits. It's really interesting. Is it possible that we've just missed something?
We thought it could have been just a reflection in a window. Then you could actually see that it was going behind these signs, and you could see this is actually something possibly in the sky. First thing that came to mind, I thought, could this just be an app like we've seen over the past couple months that's been kind of deceiving the people around the world that actually think these are real UFOs being captured in the sky, where in fact it's just an app you could put in on your cell phone, put it up there, and it'll just place a UFO in the sky wherever you're at.
All right. So Michael pretty much said when he saw in sci-fi movies and things of that nature, that they've given us a landscape that looks like this. Could it be one or two moons? I mean, we do only have one moon. It is a rather ridiculously large moon for our planet. But I want to finish off because Michael does have one more thing that he says that's pretty interesting. So we'll finish up, like I said, with him. And that was Brent. Brent was making some really good comments as well. The objects were passing behind the signs. So it looks like it's in the sky. Does it mean it's faked? No. Could it be faked? Yes. What is it? I'll tell you what I think it is right after Michael here.
It's really weird looking at these videos because it appears to be right next to the moon. Now, I've been into magic for a good majority of my life, and I'm very familiar with David Copperfield's work and the phenomenon that we know as television magic. Now, to pull off some of those illusions wherein you might make the Statue of Liberty disappear, it's still very difficult. And you'd have to have stooges in the crowd that know and are in on the secret in order for you to pull it off. Now, looking at these clips, again, coming from multiple eyewitnesses, I don't think it's anything like that. Honestly, I think the most reasonable explanation is a phenomenon called double moon. And it suggests that some planets can appear as big as the moon due to stars' alignment in those times. So maybe that's actually what we're seeing, but either way, this is fantastic.
Double moon. Could it be a double moon? I'm not quite so sure it's that. I looked up the moon and saw, I went outside and saw the moon, but I double checked and it's just about over halfway full. So I don't think we're seeing a moon at all. I think we're being played. I don't think this is real. I think what we're seeing is, you got 5 people here that all were edited into one video, which is very rare. Nobody does that. Nobody has evidence put together that fast and sent out on the internet without some reason behind it. I think this is an upcoming movie that's going to be coming out. There's a funny thing in this video on one of the videos that these people recorded. You can see what looks like a UFO above a bicycle sign. They are on a bridge. I think that's a speed bump sign. But nonetheless, it looks like very many UFOs. I think it's put there on purpose, and it is quite funny that that's there. I think this is the preview to a movie that might be coming out. And the funny thing is, these people that are recording it all record it rather well, and they sound legit. They sound like they're seeing something real. If they're actors, they're really good. There's one guy here at about the 10-minute and 20-second mark who's in the car looking out, and he shows his camera in the frame, but somebody behind him is recording the objects out the window, and you get a really good view of what the guy's actual recording. That's too perfect for me. That never, ever happens. I can't recall of one UFO video where other people were recording the other person, recording the object, and you can see the object through their phone, verifying that object is out there. I don't know. Really, I don't know 100%. Either they're not moons, they're not planets, they're not stars. They're probably overlaid fakes. I'm just going out on a limb. I hope they're real. I don't know for sure. Again, none of us are experts, but I do know video. I do know we've been duped before in the past, and all of us have been. I think we're being played. That's my view on the 2 moon video from Third Phase of Moon. We'll be back next time here on UFO Report. Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. Good night, everybody.